Hey everybody, we're working on my son's 98 TJ. This thing, you saw from the other videos, had been in a fairly decent front end collision, and the frame rail got pushed back so far that it broke some of the motor mounts. So we are preparing, let me show you this. This is the, I guess they call it a fix-it plate from Brown Dog. Instead of using three bolts to hold your motor mount in, this has 7. Super beefy. All the holes are already on the side of the block. You just gotta clean them. Now we don't have a tap, of course, so we just did it the old-fashioned way. So there's one here, here, here. There's a snapped one. That one's broken too. Let's see. Here's one. Oh, come on. There we go. There's one right here. And then back here in the darkness is one more. So we've got those all cleaned out and ready to go. And we're gonna put this new plate in. You can see this one basically broke in half. We could, if I had a welder, we could probably weld a nut to that and get it out, but I do not. So we're gonna put this Brown Dog goodness in here and show you the finished product. Okay guys, we're back. We have that motor mount plate in now. However, as you can see, let me get my finger in there and show you. The alignment is way off. So the motor shifted in the accident, so we'll have to basically jerk everything backwards. And that's a poor view as well, but you've got kind of a gap right there. Oh yeah, that's a good picture. So let's see. The passenger side, the whole engine and trans combo needs to go backwards. I think, see, that's just sitting in there. And so I think it might even need to come over to the driver's side, aside from going back, but my goodness, that is off. So I don't know what we're gonna get into, but that motor mount plate is pretty fantastic. We broke 2 of those bolts, which I think I showed you, which they're gone, but we're still being held on with a total of 5. So that will solve our problem. Thank you so much, Brown Dog. Appreciate you guys. And we're back. So we have been dealt a great deal of opposition here. I mentioned that the engine needed to go backwards to try to compensate for how far off that is. Well, I did that, and of course, cause and effect tells us that the other side now is too far back. Which then, again, tells us that our frame is either not right, or this mount is just whacked. And so it's not uncommon for these to bend in an accident. In the 80-something Jeeps that I have rebuilt, wrecks that have come from the auction, I have not had one that was hit this hard. Well, that's not true. Maybe one, but anyway, so also, if you happen to notice, basically looks like the frame is bowed out. You see the mount there? He's about 1 inch in, and the same for over here. This maybe a 1/2 inch. So the frame is bowed, I guess. So that seems super sketch, but I think we can get by this by putting the motor off to the passenger side, bolting it down where it needs to go. There's some slot in that motor mount. And then we can either cut this mount off the frame and reposition it, and or take these super beefy, or not they, this super beefy Brown Dog mount, cut it up and modify it. Basically like brace it up and then move the mounts backwards to line up with that mount there. So not ideal, but I'm not sure what else to do. I think it's gonna need to go back to Scott to be looked at. We had some Brown Dog 1-inch motor mounts that I got from a buddy, but they were too rigid, so we needed a pair of factory motor mounts. So I had some over here with some JKS like budget spacers, if you will, and got those out, got those over here, got to looking at them. Well, cause and effect, this thing's got 300,000 miles, so they were shot. So we still have to buy motor mounts, but kind of worked out because I have the school motor mounts in my Jeep. So I don't know. Excuse me. So we'll be okay. It's just not ideal. My son's freaking out, of course, which I kind of am too, but I think we're gonna be just fine. But stay tuned.